All right. Earned by Experience, episode 1.
Numero uno.
Numero uno. We are on. We're live. We're in the studio. Holy moly. My brain is smoking, dude. And this is ridiculous. And we had to pause because the camera's not on.
Oh man,
Dude,
it's
it's
always something.
brother, that is what it takes. Like I said, it is simple, but it is not easy. So anybody that all right. We got the audio. We actually just recorded a completely badass intro that we thought was perfect.
But you could hear me, but not Ben.
But the audio on the camera will pick it up, but it ain't good.
No,
So here we are.
doing it
Now,
again.
we're going to run it back again. We're trying to do an intro of the podcast behind us called Earned by Experience. I got to restart that.
No, I think we're good, dude.
I know.
think it's all
got to
part
be
of it.
authentic. I
Nah,
know.
we're doing it,
Damn
dude.
it. Sucks.
It's just letting it rip.
Dude,
You know?
I guess my frustration is just exactly that. We just went to the end of the earth. We had another computer up here. We were just a lot of stuff going on at once. So we're introducing the podcast. Super pumped. This is going to be great. So I'm Ben Bryles. This is Dallas Harrington. And we're going to steer this ship together. So we're bringing you Earned by Experience. It's going to be a new podcast. And we're going to be traversing stories, and we're going to be trying to extract wisdom from the stories.
Yeah, and I think we're both excited about it. We've been talking about it for a pretty long time. You kind of just put the plan in place, and I mean, if you guys are watching this and you can see the studio that Ben built, it's pretty badass. So we're excited. I think the main goal is just to bring out knowledge and stories of people within the local community, whether it be outdoors, entrepreneurs, business people, trades workers, whatever. And we're just excited to be able to get their stories out.
Hell yeah.
So.
Hell yeah, we are. We're podcasters.
Yeah.
So
Doing it.
it all started a while back, just kind of hanging out and BSing and joking about a podcast because I listen to a ton. I consume a ton of media and whatnot. And I'm like, man, I want to do this. It seems fun. Seems like a good time. You know, we got enough interesting people to talk about. And I'm genuinely curious about things in our local community. And I'm excited to talk to people about it. So
Yeah.
that's kind of how it transpired, and here we are.
Yeah, and I think it's
So-
cool. Like, there's not really anything like this within our community on the Eastern Shore, and I think we have such a diverse community here that people could benefit from. I mean, in my mind, I'm just thinking of that young teenage kid that's trying to maybe learn, and he wants to go in the sport fishing industry, or he wants to be a taxidermist, or your buddy owns a metal shop, he's on the monster truck scene. And if they could pick up some knowledge or something that those guys learned along the way to help kind of catapult them into that and make it a little bit easier,
Yeah.
a little trick or tip that they could learn from, I think that's going to be special, and I think it'll be cool to let people hear their stories.
Yeah, that's the goal, man. Just to extract little bits of pieces of people's stories that's interesting and wisdom that might be in there, or just learning something the hard way.
Yeah.
But it kind of just all happened pretty quick. Was it like, 2 weeks ago? I texted you a picture of some wood and a door and a window on the back of my truck. And I said, podcast studio incoming, some assembly required. And I just ramrodded it. I had a vision in my head. Just kind of ran at it blind. And I'm really happy the way it turned out. It couldn't be any more to my expectations.
Yeah, and I think we both agree that, I mean, you see podcasts and you got people FaceTime or virtually, and that's cool. Like, nothing against that, but I think we wanted to kind of bring, and you definitely wanted to bring in, and you did, this backdrop and just more of a face-to-face experience where you could sit down and get that real connection with someone and get that information out of them. And you definitely did that with the studio, so that's sweet.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah.
The sign's killer. That was actually an idea I had. I really didn't know how to get it to be a 3D sign, but I kind of started rendering on my program I use a program called Fusion 360, and you can go in and design things. It's like a CAD program, but it's a little bit newer. It's more modern than like AutoCAD. And I modeled it and kind of just made it happen. So I get a plasma table and sauced it out and put a backlight in it and welded a couple things on it, and I got a sign. So
yeah, so talk about that a little bit. I mean, as far as your background and what you do, I mean, from the outside looking in, it looks like you can kind of build anything. And I've talked about it before, how literally I've asked you, hey man, this is a cool idea, and then the next day, like, you built it.
yeah,
So
dude.
so what do you do? Where are you from? Like, what steered you towards this, and what's your background, I guess?
Yeah, so currently I have a powder coating business. It's called East Coast Powder Pro, and I just I take and either restore metal back to a nice finish, or take in new products and put a finish on them that's going to last a while for the customer. So it's a solution provider for the area. It's been that way for a long time. It's been pretty fun, and I met a lot of cool people. And that's kind of how it all led up to this moment, I guess. My background is in industrial HVAC / residential. I started out in, and then kind of moved into the industrial stuff, with wiring and controls and high pressure steam and gas valves and hydraulic cylinders and everything. So
Nice.
we also have a farm. I really didn't mention that before. Well, but we have a decent sized horse farm, and you kind of just got to be the everything guy. So
Yeah, you're the handyman.
dude, everyone needs a band, dude.
The unpaid handyman.
Unpaid guy. But yeah, I do it all, man. From digging up water leaks, plumbing underground, fence boards, tractor maintenance. It doesn't matter. It's on my shoulders, and I love it. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I freaking absolutely love it. So it doesn't matter what it is. If I can't figure it out, I know somebody that can. So that's kind of where I come from.
Yeah.
And then just hanging out with you, meeting you at your shop in the archery industry. That's kind of how this all transpired later down the road. But it's been cool, man. So
Yeah, I'm stoked, and yeah, excited to kind of bring that outdoor side into it, and the people that I've met through my shop and whatnot. For those of you guys that don't know, I own Non-Typical in West Ocean City, all around a hunting store, but I specialize in archery. So take pride in tuning and setting up bows and making sure it's done the right way with no shortcuts, and also have the apparel with the Non-Typical, and then land advisor for the land group as well.
that's right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You're a busy guy, man. You wear a lot of hats.
Yeah, and the 3 kids.
Yeah, dude. You never sleep.
That's the hardest part.
Yeah.
Working's easy. 3
Yeah.
kids.
I'm just gonna go to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's funny. It's good, man. That's kind of why we jive, I guess, because we both are into a lot of the same things, and it's kind of cool though. Like even going out on your boat, and I'm like, man, you must do like maintenance and things on this thing. You're like, no, I take it to the place, which is funny to me. Not to throw you under the bus,
Yeah,
but no,
you're
you have your specialties in your wheelhouse for
Mhm.
sure. You know a lot of stuff I don't know, and that's what's cool. I could ask you questions for days and learn something from you, and vice versa. But it was pretty cool to me that you focus all your effort into hunting.
Yeah.
You're not focused on whether or not. I mean, you take care of your equipment and your bow and your boat and your engines and all your stuff. I'm not saying you don't, but that's interesting to me, where I think about, well, how can I do this and make it better and more ergonomically friendly and hold my bow and my GPS and all my stuff and electronics. My brain goes nuts with that stuff, dude. It's just funny to see the diverse things. But also that is something that where I could probably be a mediocre hunter and you're a stone cold killer hunter. But my brain's focusing. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that,
I get what
you know, you can only be good at so many things
yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why we probably jive a little bit. And we can bounce ideas off each other in a different area, or in a different way, because your brain works a little bit different than mine does, and we can kind of compound each other. So that's kind of cool in my opinion.
Yeah. For sure.
I think it's kind of cool. It's kind of why we're going to tag team this. you might have a different idea on a guest or it could be a whole nother avenue that I didn't think about.
Yeah.
And so we're going to just bring on people that we think are interesting and try to learn from them, and share their stories to people that either don't know we exist on the map, or, just the local community, just interconnecting everyone and knowing each other a little better.
Yeah, and I think like we've touched on this a bunch, but the community here is just so diverse. I mean, you have hunters in the hunting industry. You have everything from cicadee or whitetail, turkeys, waterfowl, you name it. I think we kind of take that for granted sometimes here on the Eastern Shore. So it's going to be cool to learn from all those people. And then also all the trades workers that we have, the business that you're in. There's just so many avenues, and no one's really talking about it or has a podcast about it.
Yeah.
So we want to bring that out and kind of bring all the knowledge from those people and get it out. So.
Yeah, and just hearing you say that, my brain thinks to myself, man, going back to the thing I just said about the boat, we might have a boat mechanic on here.
Yeah.
But what my point is we all work hand in hand and don't even really realize it.
Yeah.
Like we all, lean on somebody, but that's kind of cool in my opinion. It makes us be able to get out on the water, go fishing, go hunting, do our thing reliably, make sure our boat's ready to go or whatever it is. It could be your car to get nasty. I don't know. But the point is it's just interesting to see some people's backgrounds or where they come from or what makes their tick in their talk happen, or what they're good at and things that they've learned along the way that led them to where they're at. Because that's kind of what I'm looking for is I know my story is we could go into that for days, but and then we'll touch on things throughout the life of the podcast, I'm sure, but just everyone has their own roadmap, and that's what's interesting to me, just seeing the lefts and right turns, where some people are not even from the state, they moved here and they're from somewhere else and they had a hunting career or a job in somewhere else that led them to here, which is just mind-blowing to me. And if you looked at us physically on the map, our area is so tiny that when I see a logger or a tree guy or I know we need that stuff locally, but it's just such a tiny little sliver on the map that you don't even know that we exist, and then I don't know, we interconnect with so many other things. Like Assateague itself is a very special place where there's people that don't live here immediately. If you told somebody from Indiana that you could go out onto the beach, on a public state beach, drive your car out there and you're probably going to see horses.
Yeah.
It'd blow their mind.
Seahorses, you could catch a freaking black drum, rockfish, redfish. You could go
have a fire on the
kill
beach.
An animal. You could have a fire. You could go surf.
Such a diverse.
It's so diverse, and then you go 2.5 hours over the bridge, and you're in the city.
Mm-hmm.
And and I think that's what we're just trying to touch on everything and bring that diversity of our community out to the public through stories and just having fun with people and kind of extracting that out of them. And also, there's going to be some serious times, and then you got a kill bottle over there, maybe during deer season or turkey season or whatever it may be. We're going to swig that bottle and tell a story. I mean, I'm excited. I got a couple people that I want to hear from, and it's just cool because now, back in the day, I mean, you would go check in a deer, right, at a local check-in station, and you would talk about it and you would brag about it. There's not that much around here now. I try to make that happen a little bit at my store with the tournaments and stuff, but I mean, there's local communities around that still have stuff like that. I mean, my buddy Adam, he's from Byville, and it's a whole different story over there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're celebrating and parading their kills at the local gas station and having a time and just maybe sitting down with him or someone and them telling us their story, you know what I mean, of what they killed that year, how they did it, just the whole story all in general, just sitting down here bullshitting with them, having a good time. Yeah. I'm excited about stuff like that too.
And that's a dying thing really with generations of people and everything's so convenient on our phone now where we can just check in a deer on our phone and then we go straight to the processor or, straight to the taxidermist, whatever it is. It's kind of cool that we will be able to do that. And that's one thing I am fired up the most about If this thing only did at that only, and we could just fire it up in October, December, October, November, December, and just talk about deer stories, I don't care. That would fire me up to the max. And I hope we drink that whole bottle, to be honest with you. So I hope people are killing deer and they want to come in here and talk about it. That just fires me up thinking about it. I forget it's back there.
Yeah, that's gonna be sweet. And yeah, I can't wait. There's just so much to talk about and so many people.
Yeah.
Yeah. The outdoor space here is just different and everything in general.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, and a little bit about us. We've actually been able to go on some hunts together, and that the bond from that, it's been pretty awesome to me. Going out and sharing this, the boat ride out there and walking through the thickets and whatever, and we go our separate ways and checking each other throughout the day or whatever. But being out there and being in nature and seeing all the sights and taking it all in. And the one time we went, a horse actually charged me.
Yeah.
Remember that? And I said, dude, this horse keeps charging at me. It happened like 2 times. And next thing you know, I'm trying to get back on the boat, and you're like, dude, it's right there. Remember that? I thought you were messing with me.
Yeah, no, and that's funny you say that. My buddy Bobby Layton had that happen a couple times on Azteec, and he backed out and went to another spot because this thing would not stop messing with him.
It was gnarly, man.
And he's not really scared of much, and he was like, no, I'm not dealing with that right now. And he's hilarious the way he describes stuff. So listening to him say that was pretty funny. But
shout out to Bobby. I can't wait to have you on, dude.
Yeah, we're going to have him on too, hopefully. So it's yeah, I'm excited, and like you said, just sharing that camaraderie and hunting. I was always the type, because just with business and having kids and stuff, I don't get as much time to hunt now. So before this past year, really, other than duck hunting, like when I'm deer or sick of deer hunting, I'm kind of just doing it solo, just because I want to take advantage of those opportunities. But last year, doing a little different when went along with you. And then my buddy Riley, we kind of all went together a couple times. It was just it was nice to have. And I know some people are like, yeah, you really want to kill deer. Don't tell anyone your spots, this and that. I'm like, that's cool, man. I've tried to do that for a while, and it's just a different ball game.
There's more to it.
Yeah.
I mean, the cool thing is, I will say, there's no right or wrong way.
Yeah.
Right? So you can go out there and be in your spot and cool. But you can also share those experiences with people and really enjoy the moment with somebody else, and that to me is bigger than anything. And that kind of goes to where you could have the most money at the end of the world and be at the top of the ladder, and you have nobody to share it with. It's pretty fucking lonely.
Yeah.
So, not to go deep on the first podcast, I just wanted to share that like, you know what, sometimes it's more about the experience, and it's kind of what we're trying to extract. In the hunting pastimes and the generations, I didn't come from a hunting background. I kind of fell into it, rifle hunting, and that's actually a good segue. I'm pumped I thought of that. So for me, I never got to share those stories or have that camaraderie or have those stories with my dad or granddad. It was never that. I never got that. So to be able to look at somebody else across the table and share a story like that and know what it means is pretty special to me.
Yeah.
Just that alone is worth this whole thing. And I got started rifle hunting and never even scratched the surface with a bow. And I'm so freaking thankful. One day I got so fired up reading books and knowing that the season could be longer. I'm the type that my personality, I go all in. If I see a subject, I'll either dip my toes in and go all in, or I stay all the way out. There's no in between. I'm either
I know.
full gas or on the brake. I ain't doing it. So I got my bow, and that really changed who I am. And I think even my family and everyone, even my friends, immediate circle, they've all seen this incredible change, which whether it's incredible or not, that's for them to decide. But it's all started with a bow, man. That's what's crazy to me. So the rifle hunters, hey, you're welcome here too. But what my point is that's kind of what was a tipping point for me. And then just knowing that I'll get to have the stories shared, whether it's here. I listen to stories as well. That's kind of what started the thing with getting into the hunting space and all that jazz. But I'm really excited about that part, and there are so many other things to extrapolate from that. So
Yeah, and Ben's not lying when he said his life literally like changed when he picked up a bow. And I'm not here to say buy a bow and your life's gonna change. That's not gonna happen for the majority of people. It's just maybe 2% of people. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
But it could be you go buy a rifle. It could be you buy a surfboard. You go surfing. You buy a fishing rod. It could be anything. But for him, it was a bow, and it's really cool to see that. I mean, he literally stopped drinking. He started working out every day. Not that he was a bad person, but it just changed and
I've
put him on a
elevated
different
myself.
path, which is insane for me to see. Like what he's doing now is beyond whatever I could ever think of. You know what I mean?
So I never saw it. I never saw it, and I think that the bow. And it's like you said, it's not for everyone, and that's fine. It doesn't have to be for everyone. We're only touching on this for a second, but the discipline that it taught me was this is simple, but it ain't easy.
Yeah.
Okay, not everyone does this stuff, and you got guys out there that they can do it, and that's fine. There's lots of ways to skin a cat, man. So I'm not hating. Don't care. You guys do whatever you do. They're stone cold killers, dude. I'm never ever gonna take that away. And there are stone cold killer archers too that just target guys. But the discipline that I was able to give myself from setting that pin and pulling that thing back and getting my anchor and doing all these things, it just flicked a switch. And I'm just so excited that I got the chance to be in the space and be associated with you and you people that have elevated me to be even a better person than just picking up a bow. So it goes hand in hand, and that's the cool thing to me is just everyone seems to elevate one another in this area, at least that I've been around. I mean, I've not met one bad person yet in the archery or hunting industry. So
yeah, and I think it kind of goes hand in hand with what we talk about a lot: chew up the meat, spit out the bones. Like you're saying, for you it was a bow. It might not be that for someone else.
Yeah,
but it could be a guy that comes on here that's talking about sport fishing or whatever it may be. You take what you can use in your life, and if that doesn't work for you, a certain part of it, don't do it.
Yeah,
but
throw out the rest.
Just learning what can benefit you and just learning that knowledge. So I'm super pumped.
Taking those little bits that somebody's already earned the hard way is what I hope that resonates with everyone. Because there's things that I've done that or you or whatever, but like I know it resonates with everyone when I say that. You had to learn the hard way. Your parents could say, "Hey, don't touch that stove. It's hot." But some reason we go touch it. But that's what solidifies in our brains that, dang it, I could have just taken her advice. You know what I mean? So I guess, long story short, that's my big picture circle with the name Earned by Experience. And it's not to be preachy or come off like I know everything, because I don't. I'm hoping to share with people's stories that can answer questions and things that they have learned. But that's why it resonates with me, because I've learned so many things the hard way. And I just think that it's so important. It's something I felt compelled to do. Yeah. So here we are.
I think it's perfect.
Man, I'm excited.
I'm pumped.
I know, man. And all the little things, even just leading up to this podcast right here.
Well, if it goes right,
brother,
I mean, this is the second or third one, brother, so we're trying to get it right. But
it's been a trial just to get this thing out. We lost the audio on the first one, which was over an hour, and maybe everything that we did led us to right where we're supposed to be at. And
everything happens for a reason. That's what I said,
bro. And that's when I was sitting there thinking, maybe tonight's not the night. And you know what? All of a sudden, this computer ding started freaking going off, and it was done exporting a video. And next thing you know, we were able to put this computer back online and get it fired back up, and all of the stuff decided to start working. So the equipment's good. It's got good potential. We're learning as we go, but tonight really showed us a bunch of different things as far as the settings, the computer security, just a bunch of different things down the line, man. We became electrical engineers in 20 minutes. So, but that story right there just goes to show you that you got to earn it. It ain't nothing easy. So, and you can talk about it all day long. And my favorite thing is it's simple, but it ain't easy.
Yeah.
And that goes with everything we do. So it could be pulling your bow back. It's simple, but it ain't easy.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That resonates with me a lot. So
Yeah.
but I hope that everyone decides to share and tune in and really take this thing seriously. I guess my main goal is to have fun. Whether or not it gets anywhere or any traction, don't care. I'm not looking for anything other than just the camaraderie, the fun, the whatever. And I think that that's kind of where my head's at. I know you are as well, but I'm excited to get it out there and go from there.
Yeah, man, I'm pumped. We definitely got some awesome guests lined up or that we want to get in touch with and get on here, and we're definitely super excited to get them on and get this thing rolling. So
yeah, well, let's wrap it up. I'm tired of saying accidentally. So
hey.
I
don't think you ever learned that.
I'm training myself to not do that.
You learn that in speech class, and then it just never hits.
Well, we'll get better as we go. So usually it's hard to hit it on the first one.
Maybe.
And yeah, so here we are. Tune in. Dang it. We're gonna have to. I'm stuck in it. I can't
this
stop.
Is awesome. It's like a blooper reel.
Dude,
outro.
I'm stuck in it. You're gonna have to wrap it up. I can't do it.
It's all good, guys. Stay tuned. We're gonna be putting some stuff out, letting you know what's happening, what guests are coming on. We got some stuff in store. He already did one with his buddy on the monster truck scene and owns a metal shop and stuff. It's gonna be pretty sweet. Got some taxidermists coming on. Got a bunch of people lined up.
Don't give them all of it, all right? You gotta keep them scratching at the surface.
I know.
Easy, killer.
Well, cool. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, and check us out on the next one.
All right, peace.